Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a video of thank yous to Santa Muerte, discussing all the things that Santa Muerte has done for me up until now. And with that being said, I just want to go ahead and say that this video may turn out to be a bit rambly because there isn't really a script. I only have a list in front of me of things that I'm thankful that she's done for me, and so I'm kind of going to elaborate on each one of those things. So maybe you'll learn about things that Santa Muerte can do for you. Maybe you'll learn more things about me. I don't know. But I just knew I wanted to give thanks. And I wanted to show other people just the sheer amount of different kinds of things that Santa Muerte can do for you when she's present in your life. I know Santa Muerte isn't for everyone, but she's been with me since before I even knew who she was. And I just have a lot of things to say thank you for. Again, my name is Leroy, and I make occult and esoteric content, and I do tarot and book reviews, so if you're interested in any of that, then consider having a look around my channel. But that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get into these lists of thank yous relating to my journey with Santa Muerte. So these aren't in any particular order, but when it comes to things Santa Muerte has done for me that I'm thankful for one thing, she has saved my life many times. There have been many instances where I was in real danger and she stepped in and was able to protect my life. There have been a lot of troubling moments in my life where I was in really bad situations that were outside of my control, and I was really, especially when I was really young and really naive, and I ended up running into situations with some really shady or dangerous people, or I would be in really dangerous parts of town at night alone. And, she was there, she protected me. And at the time, I didn't know how much danger I was in. But later on, when I would start working with her, she would tell me that, hey, this would have happened to you, but I was able to help you and save you. Or, this person would have done this to you, but I was able to steer you away from them at the last second. Or if I was in a car accident and where I would have been gravely injured, she was there to save me. There were times when I was growing up and I was really young, a child, and I was being harmed by my stepfather in very significant ways. She healed my body. There were times where I had where I had concussions, where she said that basically I wouldn't have even woken up from them, because you're not supposed to go to sleep after getting a concussion. And she literally told me that there were times where I had been given concussions and I had no idea about it, and she told me that basically if it wasn't for her, I would never have woken up from them. Or there were times where I had very minor internal bleeding from some of the things that were happening to me as a child, and she was able to fix it and remedy it. And this is all way before I even knew who she was. She was there for me when I was being hurt by my stepfather, and I felt so alone in the world, but she was there. She witnessed all of the wrongs and atrocities that were done against me as a child or as a teenager. And, she witnessed all of it. She was a witness to that. So it wasn't lost on the world. And I wasn't alone with my stepfather because she was there with me, and I didn't know it at the time. Santa Muerte has told me a lot about my family. She has imparted on me information about my family tree, my family line. She's told me about how my family is a family of very vibrant people, including my extended family. She's told me about certain people who are just very celebratory in my family and my family's energies in general. And it's very interesting stuff that I never would have known about otherwise. She's told me about many different things that my family could have accomplished in their lives, and how certain people who came into the family were able to derail all of that and snuff out a lot of people's inner light in a way. She has told me about she's brought forth other family members who have passed on, and she has relayed help them to be with me so that they can relay messages to me. People who I love dearly, people who I never would have thought I would ever hear from again because they had passed away. She had brought them forth. She helped them to come to me, to be able to speak with me. She has told me whenever a loved one of mine has passed on, she's came to me and let me know, hey, this person, they're okay. They're with me. I'm helping them on the beginning of their new journey. And, when you lose someone you love, it's very worrisome because you don't know what's going to happen to them after they pass. But, it's very reassuring to, get that kind of message that they are okay and that they are with her. And she's told me a lot of other things too. She's told me about family members who were in pain, and she's told me about how there are a lot of bad things that have happened to a lot of people in my family and that they're not ready to talk about it. Or so she's told me about different kinds of things like that. She's told me about how she protected me from different kinds of evil spirits. There was one particularly nasty astral being who had been attacking my entire family, my immediate family, for many years. It was attached to my stepfather when he came over from Mexico, and it had been with him pretty much since before he came from Mexico. I don't know when the spirit attached itself to him. I just know what happened before he came to the United States. And it was a particularly nasty spirit. I don't remember what the type of spirit it was. I remember finding out about it. It was a spirit that appears in Indian folklore, like in India, like the folklore. It's like a big black kind of a muscular spirit, and it's covered in red veins. It has red eyes, and they are spirits of like misery or something in that folklore. I don't remember the name of it. It started with a P. Anyway, so this nasty spirit was it was attacking my entire family basically since the time my mother got with my stepfather. So for decades, it was attacking, ruining, feeding on my entire family. My stepdad was a very wicked person, and the spirit was kind of amping it up because the spirit was also very wicked. So through my stepfather, the spirit was really causing great harm to my family. And Santa Muerte, especially once I started working with her, it was revealed to me that the spirit was around and that it was attacking my family constantly and feeding off of my entire family because I have a very large family. And basically, I found out that she had been keeping this thing at bay for years, and I didn't even know it. She had been protecting me from this very powerful, horrible spirit for so long, and I didn't even know about it. And, eventually the spirit was not destroyed, but kind of sent away, banished, you could say. And she basically had protected us from that. And it's not the only spirit she sent away either. She's protected my family from a lot of different kinds of things. She's protected loved ones from harm. Because I don't know what the grander scheme of everything was, but she has stepped in and protected loved ones of mine from harm, which is very special and important to me because they're not even devotees, and she has stepped in to protect them simply because they were one of my loved ones. What else has she done? She's helped me to heal from severe trauma. And I mean mentally, from all the things that happened throughout my whole upbringing and all the people who were so horrible to me, they really scarred my mind and my emotions, and I was so fearful of the world and so mentally shattered that I was afraid to go out in the world. I was afraid to speak. I was afraid to be around other people. I was afraid to look people in the eye when I would speak to them. I would walk around with my shoulders hunched and my head down, and I would be hiding all the time. Even when I was in my 20s, my early 20s, because I was so afraid of everything. And I was so afraid of drawing any kind of attention to myself. And I got so scared to talk to new people about anything because I was just so traumatized from everything that had happened in my upbringing. And she helped me to heal all of that. I was so scared in the world, and she really, over the time I've been working with her, she really healed all of that. I mean, I still have a little bit of ways to go. I have more shadow work that needs to be done, but she has really helped me with that. She's given me advice for how to deal with certain things that were torturing me mentally. Like when it comes to certain experiences that I went through, she has literally come forth and said, well, when you're dealing with this, maybe you should try this. Maybe, you should try writing letters to these people so you can get out all of your feelings and your emotions. She's given me literal advice to follow in regards to healing myself, like shadow work prompts almost, which is really cool and really interesting because these are things she's come forth and done without me asking for it. It's like she just wants me to be better, and she has came forth on many occasions to give me advice, to tell me and impart to me information relating to things I've gone through, to help me see things from different perspectives, to help me understand that I experienced it when I was naive, but to help me see it from a more objective perspective, to see things for how they really were and what really happened, to help me get a better understanding of situations so that I can heal from them. And it's been absolutely invaluable to me, all the things she's done for me, because I wouldn't even be here speaking to you. I wouldn't be alive to be speaking to you, but more so, I wouldn't even be at a place socially where I would feel comfortable enough to be here to speak. And so I just wanted to say thank you for all of that. She has helped me to remember to enjoy life. Sometimes I get so wrapped up in my head and taking myself so seriously, I don't remember to just have fun sometimes, to just enjoy life, to celebrate the little things. I get so bogged down by overthinking. She has really came forth and said, hey, go do something for fun. Hey, go out to eat. She's literally told me to go out to eat. Like, she's literally done stuff like that. She shows up to remind me to live life to the fullest and to make the most of my life, to be happy, to celebrate. With Santa Muerte, she has helped me to find love. And through her, I found the person that I loved the most in the world, and now we're married. And it wasn't easy. Getting married wasn't easy because there was a lot of obstacles in my way, and there was a lot of people working against it. And through her, she has helped it to manifest. And it was absolutely not easy, both financially and emotionally and energetically, because of these people who were kind of trying to counteract what we were doing. But in the end, we were able to get married, and it was a wonderful and amazing experience. And because of that, and none of that would have happened if it wasn't for Santa Muerte. She has helped me to improve my finances. Her gold aspect came forth and was like, hey, we're going to work together. She was very business oriented, the gold aspect. And she was just like, you need to fix your credit. You need to start saving. You need to stop with this nonsense spending. You need to stop all of this, these little purchases that you're making that aren't important to anything. You need to cut that out a little bit. We need to work on your savings. And through Santa Muerte and her gold aspect, I've been able to, my credit has gone up greatly. I am much better off financially speaking now. And through them and another unnamed aspect, we were able to move into a house, our first house. And it wouldn't have been able to happen if it wasn't for Santa Muerte. And what's more than helping me to be able to move into the house financially speaking, which was a miracle because I didn't see any way we would be able to pay for it. There was other people who were potentially in the running to get the same house we were trying to get. And Santa Muerte basically helped us to be the ones who were picked. And she also helped to remove any prejudice or other types of things from these potential people to help us, gain favor. Because we had been through so much and we had worked so hard, and we still may not have even gotten it, but through her efforts and other unnamed aspect of her, we were able to get this house And that's where I am right now talking to you. I'm talking to you from this beautiful house, this beautiful home that I wouldn't have gotten if it wasn't for Santa Muerte. You know, and it's not just all good things. You know, she's gotten on me about things too. You know, I have depression, but it's I've overcame most of it. Although sometimes I can be very lazy, I can procrastinate, I can put things on the back burner. And she has stepped in and she's called me out on it. Like she's called me out whenever I'm being lazy, whenever I'm being ungrateful for all the blessings she's given me. She feels like I'm surrounded by all these blessings and I just want to focus on one negative thing. And she's gotten on me about that. You know, she has shown endless patience with me. Truly unending patience. I feel like there are a lot of times where I feel like I felt her in some way or shape or form, and she was always there, to just kind of help me to just kind of get back on my feet and be like, hey, just try this, try this. Like she's always been very encouraging, very supportive of my dreams. She has really reassured me about my abilities as an artist, as a tarot card reader, as a person with clairvoyant or intuitive abilities. She's never given me a seed of doubt. She's always dispelled all of that. And for that, I've always been very thankful. She's answered all of the questions I've ever asked of her, even the very random things. Anytime I channel with her, any question I've ever had, she's always just been patient with me. She's answered every single question, no matter how numerous. And that's something I've always been very happy about. Through her, she's helped me to transform from a scared boy to a more confident man. And if it wasn't for her, none of this would have happened. It's just really amazing. And not only that, but she's also shown me a lot of amazing and grand spiritual experiences. For her to materialize onto the human plane and be at my front door, or to show up to my altar with 7 or 8 other spirits in tow, who I don't even know who these people are. Like these kinds of events, or physical things, like just opening doors or moving objects around in the house. Like it's just amazing. Some of the things that she's done. And my mind is always blown by all these crazy and unbelievable spiritual or even physical experiences that have happened through my being a devotee of hers. She's been very protective of me. She's given me warnings about untrustworthy people in my life. Whenever there were unsavory people around me who were being very kind to me, but behind that facade, they were working an angle. They had, bad motives towards me. They wanted to bring me harm, or they were wishing ill on me, even though they were seemingly friendly to my face. Like she's told me about those people. She's like told me, hey, watch out for this person. Just keep an eye on this person, or don't be too trusting of this person. And she never said, hey, stop talking to this person, stop being friends with this person. She always leaves it up to me. And what she'll do is she'll be like, hey, this person is saying this about you, or hey, just be careful around this person. I'm giving you a warning, like watch out for this person. And every time, 10 out of 10 times, she was right. That person was, causing problems. They were making drama. They were thinking ill of me or saying bad things about me. It always came to light, after the fact, after her telling me about them. And it's just another great thing, when somebody is in your corner, really helping you to steer you away from bad people. And on the other end of the spectrum, she's also orchestrated really good people to come into my life. When I needed someone to help me with, finances, somebody came into my life for that. As an example, like she's helped bring really positive, uplifting people into my corner, into my life, to help better me, and sometimes to help better them. She also has not put any pressure on my spiritual practice with her. And what I mean by that is she doesn't make me come to her altar every single day. She lets me come to the altar at my own will. Like it's my choice whenever I want to have a devotional time with her, whenever I want to speak to her, whenever I want to give her offerings. Like it's usually my choice. Sometimes she'll ask for offerings like randomly, but like the way I work with her is like totally up to me. And she's very like open-minded about how I work with her, and I always have been very appreciative of that, because I have trouble sticking to rigid, formulas for certain things, rigid schedules. And with her, she's been very open-minded about how I can work with her. She's not been very strict about it at all. And for that, it's something I'm very happy about. And it's just a lot of things, really. And there's probably a lot more things that I'm not even thinking of, that I'm not even remembering. But at the end of the day, I am just endlessly grateful for so many things. And it's all because of, Santa Muerte. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't even be alive today. And that's the bottom line of it. Like, I would not even be here if it wasn't for her. I would not have gotten married. I would not have moved into a house. My credit would not have improved. I wouldn't have been able to keep my job. I wouldn't have been able to overcome my extreme depression. I wouldn't have been able to overcome my post-traumatic stress disorder. I wouldn't have been able to heal myself. From all the things I endured, I was having nightmares every single night for 10 years. For over 10 years, really. I was having nightmares every single night. It's called nightmare disorder. And that lets you know how severe some of the things I went through was. I was having nightmares. I don't have nightmares anymore. And it's because of Santa Muerte. If I hadn't healed from all of this, I don't even know where I would be. But I can assure you it wouldn't be anywhere good. And I'm just really happy. Just now, my life is really, really good. There were times before where I felt like I would never see a happy day, where I felt like I would never see another day. And now I'm here and I'm stable and I'm happy. And things are going really well for me. And I'm on the verge of fulfilling some of my dreams. I've always wanted to be a tarot reader. And I'm this close to opening my Etsy store and selling readings to people. I always wanted to make an oracle deck, and I'm this close to maybe making one. There's just a lot of things that I'm truly, truly grateful for, and that I'm so appreciative for it. And I don't think there are words to explain how thankful I am that Santa Muerte is a part of my life. How grateful I am that she has been protecting me since before I even knew who she was. Because she was with me since I was a child. I didn't start working with her until I was in my 20s. She was there when I was a child, when I was a teenager, when I was a young adult. She was there through all the times in my life, all the turmoil, all the tumultuous moments, throughout all the crazy insanity and horrible places and experiences. She was there for all that. She protected me. She guided me. She steered me away from certain things. And yeah, I just want to say thank you. This is a big thank you to Santa Muerte. Absolutely. And if you are thankful to Santa Muerte and you want to thank her, absolutely thank her in the comments. Just let this video be a video like that, a video where you can thank her in the comments. I see on some of my videos, people will say thank you to her in the comments. And I'm saying this video is especially for that. If you are thankful to her for something, absolutely, thank her in the comments for anything great or small. I think it's always good to say thank you and just take a moment to take stock of all the good things and all the blessings that you've been given, not just from Santa Muerte, but from any spirits, any beings, any people. This is a video of me saying thank you to Santa Muerte and to all of her aspects. The red, the black, the gold, the other who doesn't want to be named. This is a big thank you to all of them, because without them, my life wouldn't be what it is. And I'm just so, so grateful. So, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. I know I've been talking a long time, but I guess the more I was thinking about it, the more profound I realized the effect she has had on my life. Because I know she has made a big difference, but when you sit down for yourself and you really think about all the little things, they really add up. So Thank you so much, Santa Muerte. Thank you so much, Santísima, for everything that you've done. Oh, I don't know why, but I almost started speaking in Spanish just then. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening to me if you are still here with me. If you enjoyed this video, then of course drop a like. If you want more videos relating to Santa Muerte or the occult, then I absolutely urge you to consider subscribing. That being said, I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. I hope you all are doing really, really well, and I will see all of you in the next one. Take care.